anything to do with regen farms, PFP collection, the profile picture integration. I want to check to see where we're at with Chainvine, adding other chains, Mount Pelerin, Give Power, adding rewards and the rearranging of things, and I want Sam to demo his translating Giveth into whatever language thing we want, and give an opportunity for people to ask questions, and also just chat a little bit about the dashboards that Ali Reza and Ramin are working on, although I'm not sure Ramin will show up to this call. Plus, GiveFi, quadratic funding. And then somebody put Giveth Pro, deposit give, and unlock features. So there's a lot of things on the agenda, but I think they're all relatively small and we can get through them. And I definitely want to give at least 10 minutes to the translations demo. So those are my intentions. I'm distracted by still trying to load Discord, and I will pass it to Sam.
Well, I am distracted with the blue screen of the head of Lauren. But yeah, I'm here for the translations. I did the translations to Catalan with a tool that I made with ChatGPT, and I would like to share it with you. I will pass it to Santi.
Thank you, Sam, GM, everyone. Intentions for the call, just catch up on everything going on GIVeconomy, and expectant to see this translator demo that Sam is going to show us. And I'll pass it to Cherry.
Yes, Santi. Hello, guys. Nice to see you all. My intention for the call is to talk about PFP, Chainvine, Tekis, and also adding Celo network. That's it. I pass it to Muhammad.
Hey guys, my intention is I'm here for listening, and my distraction is I'm working on the PR for fixing the Celo problem that Cherik mentioned. I pass it to Ali Reza.
Thank you, Moat. Hello, everyone. My intention for the call is to hear about PFP collection integration with the data, and also about the Dune. And that's it. I pass it to Rami.
Thank you, Ali Reza. I'm here to sync up with the team and listen to you guys and see how can I help you. I pass it to Corey.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm feeling good. My intention for the call is a lot of things Lauren mentioned, but specifically want to make sure we're on track for the Chainvine launch, and also curious what's going on with Mount Pelerin and Fiat integration, where we are with the status there. Otherwise, yeah, all the other items here to listen in. And I will pass it to, I don't know, Amin, did you go already?
No, thank you. My intention is to see the AI magic that Sam wants to present, and see how Rami and Reza will solve the dashboard problem, and tell see the priority for the next week. My distraction I have some connectivity problem. I don't know if you guys cut in and out for me a lot. That's it. I pass it to Mitch.
Hey there. I'm here to check out about Chainvine, this translator demo, and share an idea I had for Give utility. And I'll pass it to Sam? No, Sam. Is that valid? No. Okay, Tossin. Oh.
Hi, everybody. So I'm just here to sync with everybody and to share feedbacks on NFT utility if needed, and I'll pass to Corey. Have you gone?
Hey, thanks. I already went.
Franco.
Santi, did you go?
Yeah,
Franco.
I can take it.
Okay.
Hey guys, my intention for the call is streaming the call and yeah, catching up with everything that's going on with Chainmine and definitely see this amazing tool that Sam built. I already seen it in action, but I want to see how he did it. And yeah, no distractions. Back to you, Lauren.
Thanks, Franco. And I'm pretty sure that's everybody. Shout if it's not. No, great. Okay, so I think I'll give it to Sem. Just give him like 5 or 10 minutes to demo the translator, and then he'll peace out, and we can get on with our regularly scheduled programming. Okay, sorry.
I did a tool that took the English and Spanish versions of the translation. And I asked ChatGPT to do the Catalan one. You cannot, because there are a lot of translations in one file, you cannot pass all of them. So I did a program that you basically, it's this program in which you choose which two files, translation files you have, and then you pick a language. In that case, we can start with French, maybe, because it's the most close to Spanish. We could actually start with Catalan and Spanish, and then do French. But probably it's better to always come with English and something that is close to the language that we want to translate. So Spanish to French should be easy. And this is the prompt that is creating. Given the following chunks, can you provide a chunk for French with the formatted code block, please? And you give it, it basically gives a chunk of the two JSONs in order to copy and paste it into ChatGPT. This is the lame way to do that, because there is also an API that can communicate with ChatGPT. But at the same time, this was made in 1 hour and a half or 2 hours. Meanwhile, I spent yesterday all day trying to use the API, and I couldn't. So I think that is the best way. You copy here, and then you come here in the other window and you paste. So when it's pasted, you see here how many keys the French translation has, and you can copy the next part, and then go back here, paste, and repeat it until probably 100 times, and you have the translation. Once you have the translation, you download it, and then you can insert it here. You create a new translation. In that case, we already have French. We go here and we upload it here. Upload the translation, and obviously you should check. Somebody who speaks French should check the translations, but it's the best way to translate, because ChatGPT is not only watching the context, but also trying to from the two other translations, trying to do the best. I think that's the demo. The Catalan translation is already ready, so I think that it could go out today, right? I think that for Farsi it's going to be a little bit more difficult, because there are other things to take into account, such as Giveth, such as the left, the right to left thing, that maybe needs other changes in the Giveth from page. But for a lot of languages, it's already ready for translation. So I think that it will be.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think this is so cool. And like, we spent all this time with all of the to Spanish translations, and then so Sem I think can just submit a PR for the Catalonian translations, and we just need someone to review it, and then we have Catalan. We have Giveth in Catalonian like today, which is so cool, and we can use this for a bunch of other things. We basically just need like one person who can review them, and we need a good copy paster. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that because I want us to actually use this, because then we can just like add whatever languages we want pretty quickly. And so does anyone have any questions for Sem? Like from like anything? Any questions for Sem? No. Cool.
The code is in the repo, SemStelz/translator UI. And you can access it through the IPFS link.
Awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that our library on the front end, we're using React Intel, and there is a way to handle the languages that manage left to right and that grammar. For example, for Persian, but I don't want to take that responsibility because I don't know the language, so I wouldn't check it. So, but it's possible. One of you guys, you can do it if you want the app on Farsi or Persian. But yeah, that's amazing, Sam. Thank you a lot. I am super happy, but I am also mad because we spent months doing it for Spanish, and then ChatGPT comes and wow. But yeah, it's going to help for many other languages. But yeah, nice timing. It was perfect timing.
But don't feel bad also, because the fact that we had Spanish and English made it possible to translate into Catalan, because then ChatGPT looks at the two different ones and it's like, oh, I get what you're saying. So it's like, if we just directly use ChatGPT, I think the quality of translations would be poorer. And so anyway, I think it's like the first one was like the big work, and now we can just like churn out languages on Giveth.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, so then also, like, I don't know, I think it would be really cool to translate Giveth into Farsi. And if anybody, like, I think that, I've been hearing that there's a little bit of bandwidth on the dev team. If somebody wants to translate Giveth into Farsi, just, like, message Sem and then, like, take that on one day and, so like read it. Read it. Like, yeah, well. Yeah, sure. Yeah. But anyway, because it requires, I think it's better if the person who understands the language who is like putting it in, just so we're not like putting whatever. I mean, I would completely not know what to do. So great. Well, thank you so much, Sam. You rock. That was so great. All right, cool. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming.
See you guys.
I
will leave.
Cool. Praise. Okay, cool. So,
If there's anything you need me for.
do we need Griff for anything? I guess one thing we might need Griff for that actually did come up in people's check-ins. Amin mentioned it, and Ramin and Ali Reza, you guys are working on these dashboards. Did you guys have any questions? Have you started looking into it? So there's like, and like FYI for everyone, we're gonna try developing 2 dashboards. One, basically to show give liquidity on different chains and like what percentage is DAO owned, etc. And then there's one that is for give power lockups. So I can put the issues in the chat. Did you guys have any questions on that, like that Griff would be helpful with before he goes?
Not yet, but I think I will have questions in the future because I started looking at the documentation, and it's really comprehensive, and also because it's mostly using SQL. I used it almost, I think, 10 years ago, so I need to relearn it, and that's going to take some time, I think.
Is there any, I would really advise doing a Dune dashboard. If we learn how to do Dune dashboards, it's a very valuable skill, and it makes making these kinds of things really easy. And also, when you do a Dune dashboard, someone else can fork it and add something if they want, and do other cool things. So it's like it's a pretty nice, I would say, opportunity to build a really nice skill. if you guys want. If you're like, no, we want it to be a nice website, it's like, sure. Hey, not gonna argue with that, but Dune dashboards are amazing.
Yeah, it's great, but I think it also has an API in case we need it to build another website with it. But I think the API is in the alpha or beta stage, so I think it's not production ready. But yeah, I think we can build a lot of things with the dashboard. Yeah.
And most people expect these kind of stats to be in a Dune dashboard. So it's I know it's not going to be as pretty, but actually the users in the crypto almost kind of expect this, and in some ways trust it too.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. And Ramin, did you have any questions?
Sorry, you mentioned me or Amin?
You. I mentioned you.
Okay.
Regarding the Give Power lockups dashboard, we only have Griff for 10 minutes, and I want to make sure that everything is like clear before you guys.
Yeah, the issue you created is really great, and it was the only thing I needed, because I needed the priorities, which charts are useless and which charts are useful, and thank you for creating that issue, and I'm just learning how to use Dune.
Cool.
Amazing. Cool.
One other topic I saw on the notes is adding other chains.
Mhm.
I just want to like mention, I don't think we have to talk about it, but I want to mention that Zcash has like $4 million of grant funding for community projects. And so we're looking at adding Zcash to the chain, which is a non-EVM thing. So I'm going to talk with Amin tomorrow, hopefully, about how we could implement it, and we'll pursue that. No rush. I just want to put it in people's radar, because what's cool is if we get Zcash implemented, then we can also integrate Bitcoin and like ADA, Cardano and all these other things. So it would open up a lot of grant opportunities as well.
Mhm. Great. Let's get Cardano.
I know. That was a joke. No one laughed, but it was a joke.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Cool.
Okay. Well, great. Awesome. So then let's just go through things in order here. Regen Farms is live, but Cherik mentioned that there was still bugs. Do we need to do anything?
Sorry about that. Regen Farms?
Regen Farms. Yeah, you mentioned to me that Mary Jack was still finding bugs after we released to production. Is there anything?
No. It's a joke. No, we don't have any bug. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Don't joke with me like that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Cool.
No, we don't have any
amazing.
bug. Yeah.
Okay, great. So then I'm really glad that went up. That's super great. PFP collection. I just wanted to also just take a couple minutes to do like a really brief kind of like launch retrospective. If there's anything that we were like, oh, this was crazy, and this is what we learned from it. That like maybe we could just like share with everybody. I don't know, Mitch, anything like that. I know there was some weird stuff with the metadata and the loading of the images and.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it was just like hosting the call and then doing all the smart contract transactions in the background probably wasn't a good idea. So it was like, doing the reveal and then forgetting to put like a / at the end, and then like, oh, that was the old IPFS hash, and then update it, and then like, it's not a big deal, but it led to like all sorts of hiccups, like thinking that OpenSea messed up Griff's PFP when it was just like putting in the wrong IPFS hash while hosting a minting party, So maybe being able to delegate a little bit more while we're doing this like live smart contract editing,
Yeah. Cool. And how many PFPs were sold?
Today we sold 125.
Total.
Yeah. So that's about 10% of the supply.
That's amazing. That's great.
How much
Excuse
money?
me, can I ask a question, guys?
Yes.
Griff sent me a link for buying NFT, but my wallet address wasn't eligible for buying NFT. What should I do? Who can?
Well, right
take
now
care?
it's open minting. I think I would have used the address that you had put in for your NRGive.
Oh, I
So
was
that's
checking my
one. I just
another.
took that address out of there and I put it in. But at any rate, that period has ended, so now it's open minting. If you still wanted to get one, Mohammed, I can probably like work it out with you. It would just be a little bit harder now that I'm no longer the owner of the contract.
No, it's okay. If it's open, I can get like a normal user. Am I right? I'm
Sure.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
But it's $30 more.
Yeah, it's $30
yeah.
more.
Yeah. The
Without-
discount was limited. Yeah. I know that.
Answer your question, Griff. I think it's about 9 grand so far.
Woo!
That's great.
Cool.
I think we should keep pushing this for comms. So we do have Corey in the call, and I think it's like now that it's launched, okay, launch is a good thing, but like we should encourage people to put their PFPs as their profile pics and like actually, start kind of like pushing that on Twitter. There was also one suggestion, and I wonder if this is a good idea, is adding the like after you mint share on Twitter thing.
What do you? Yeah, because it was like you said that, and then Doing Good was saying that like that got them shadow banned.
Somebody said that, yeah. But I don't know if maybe we got shadow banned because of PFPs, but I think it's awesome. It's like the most money we've just like gained as revenue for anything we've launched in such a long time that it's like, oh, we should keep like pushing this even if we get shadow banned accidentally, Like what's 3 or 4 days of not being on Twitter?
What exactly got them shadow banned? Just really quick.
They had a share on Twitter. Go ahead, Lauren.
Yeah. Somebody said that. Somebody said they had like after they use the mint link, there's like a share your NFT on Twitter. Then they said you said something on your thing.
But
on your thread.
there is.
I didn't see.
No.
So on Twitter, you can select an NFT as your profile pic.
Yeah, only with Twitter Blue.
Only with Twitter Blue. That's right. That's what the limitation was. But then it generates that nice, when you change your profile pic, it generates that tweet for you. It says hashtag new profile pic.
Yeah.
That's just what I used. So maybe you could be a Twitter thing, like set it as your profile picture on Twitter, and then it takes them there. But still, they don't have the image unless they get it somehow on,
I think maybe a cool idea also is like people being able to update their banners if they want to instead of their profile pic. Maybe we can think about creating a custom banner to promote the PFP collection if people want to do that. And then I think tweeting about it is cool. Everyone kind of like sharing their reveal and writing something about it.
I would also encourage using Lens protocol to tweet or Lens about it. So we start also, getting a community from Lens. And then there's the no coding, create your own marketplace on Rarible that we could, if we think it's a cool idea, we can deploy, and it's a marketplace just from our own collection, just people selling their NFTs shows up.
I don't
there.
want to do any more development on like NFT marketplaces.
Well, it's not development. It just gets developed right away. You don't have to develop. It just they do it for you. It's a plug and play solution.
I just don't see the point in Giveth having this integrated NFT marketplace for givers. I'm like, okay, we launched a PFP collection. We got some utility, maybe promote it, but like, I want to like switch gears and go back into like building donation Legos.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't think we should spend more time on the comms of this in this call, but I do think that like we should now that the collection is launched, it's like we should push this with comms for like the next like few weeks, and maybe even just like with the comms team look at ways that we can improve that. So I'm glad you're in the call, Corey, and maybe you can make a note of that. And then I really want to move on to so profile pic integration. What is the status with that? Mitch, do you need anything?
No, we had a great call yesterday. Hung up with Tosin, Ali Reza, and Cherik. It's going to be done pretty quick. We took in the advice that Griff gave, made some fixes. It'll be done in a couple of weeks, maybe less.
Great. Okay, awesome. So let's power through then. Chainvine, Carlos is in the call, but Mohammed's here and Mateo. Like there were some issues. Kind of basically just need to know like when we're going to be launch ready. That's one thing.
I think it's live. The issues were fixed yesterday, and there were a couple of testing that happened, and it all went good. So I think we're fine. Would be nice to do more testing, and yeah, but technically everything is live already. It's just about announcing it and making sure all is actually good.
Yeah, I know it's live. I want to know if it's like launch, if it's announcement ready yet. But...
Yeah, I know there were 2 tests, and it went through quite nice. So yeah, maybe we can try a new one and see if it's still working.
Okay.
And I can add something about the give back calculation. I almost did all the things, but Mitch had some comments and feedback about that to make it more clear for who use the give back calculation to know what's their referral rewards. I would start implementing the things that Mitch said at the beginning of next week.
Yeah, I can break that down a bit more. So basically, the Chainvine data, all the referrals and everything, it's all just mixed together with all the other GiveX data. So it's impossible when you run anything to see what was a referral donation, who's getting money from referrals. So I was telling Mohammed we need to make a separate API and a separate table to be able to, it's like that eligible donations, so we can see like referred donations, whatever. And then being able to add that info maybe in just like a single column when we run calculate givebacks, like who lost give, who earned give from referral actions.
Yeah. Amazing. Great. Okay. So then adding other chains, there was an issue mentioned in the check-ins about Cello. Is there any like maybe here's space? Do we need to coordinate to fix it?
Who's building on Cello?
Huh.
Is anyone?
Did I just imagine that?
Excuse me, are you asking about Cello?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
mostly like, yeah.
Okay, I mean did most of the things in the backend side, but it had some problems. I'm fixing it right now. After that, the Cherry can test it on the staging end, and yeah, I think almost it's done, but small things that we should fix it for the staging environments. So.
Okay.
Yeah, and we want to simulate everything on Cello test environment on staging, not the Cello mainnet. Cello has some derivatives on networks. One of them is the mainnet, the one that we all know. The other one is AlphaJores. Is called AlphaJores. Is a test environment which distributes free token, free USDC, free CUSD, free C Euro. I can send the link here.
Complicated name, AlphaJores.
Yeah, so complicated. Yeah, let me share the link here. You can put it here for later. And it distributes some native token and stable tokens. Yeah, AlphaJores.
Fun. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Cool. Thanks. That's great. Then okay, cool. So that's great. And then optimism.
Uncheck that solo only. There's a box. Remember to unselect it.
Yeah. Oh, you can unselect it, and then it sends you a bunch of. Oh wow, that's fun. What a cool thing. Okay, that's great to know. Great. And then optimism grant update? No. Are we moving forward with optimism?
We made it to the finals. We do not do any optimism work.
Still no optimism. Okay.
Optimism is something you wait to hear.
Well, I mean, I'm asking about it. This is
Yeah.
me waiting.
Yeah. But we made it to the finals. I don't know when they'll tell us if we make it.
All right, cool. All right, then Mount Pelerin is live. Mateo, are we sufficiently tested here? Should we announce about it?
No, I'm not sure if it's sufficiently tested, but it's live. We are lacking people testing. So yeah.
Okay, so you're still not giving it the thumbs up yet.
Yeah, I would love people for testing more.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Mary Jaff, have you done any testing on the Mount Pelerin?
Hi, no, I didn't have any test on this. I don't know about that.
It's like it's a fiat on ramp, so you like can buy crypto with a credit card and then donate it.
Because I haven't a credit card, I can't test on a fiat, and I only test things before donation with credit card, and after that, didn't that.
Okay. So we need more people with more credit cards to test. Okay. All right. Maybe Mateo, are you cat herding people around this at all, or pushing testers? Do you need some support with that?
Not really, haven't done it, but I should get to it. If anybody can help me, that would be great. I'm so cat herding.
Okay. Okay, I'll try to help you with that too. Okay, give power. So the snapshot is super likely to pass really soon. And then we'll have to extend the give power incentives in Bean. So I just want to let you know about that. Like, when do we need to do it by? Like, the snapshot is gonna pass. I mean,
Sorry, I have a connection problem. Yeah, you said the runs are clear. When we recently we extended once more. Let me see.
yeah. So this vote will pass
Nothing
on.
votes for me. I wanted to check my mailbox for. Oh yeah.
The vote is gonna end on Monday.
On the March 21. Sorry, on March 21, we extended for more 14 days. It's round 13.
No.
Is it the last one?
So the give power incentive should end on April 18. So we need it's actually round Well, no, actually, I think it's round 15 that we'd be starting. I called this round 1, but it's actually like round something else.
I should check again and say for now that yeah, is it you received the notifications, the emails. The last email is for this week, the previous week, March 21, which is extended for 14 days. I can double check. Maybe we are a little bit late.
Wait, extended for yeah. I think it was April 21, but there should be one more April 4th, right?
I'm talking about March, not April.
Yeah, but I'm saying we're running out of Give, and we need to allocate more to go out as rewards for the Give stakers.
Oh, okay.
And
So
and
sorry for.
oh no,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
okay. And the amount of Give that goes out per round and like the percentages is all in the forum post. I just sent it to you. I sent it to you as a DM.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, we should define another round, right?
Yeah, starting April 18, it should be a new round. And we'll have 14 more rounds.
That's cool. That's fine.
Cool. So the vote's gonna pass probably on Monday, and then we can do it on Monday, right?
Yeah, we'll have time on Monday.
Great. Cool. Okay, then there's the reordering the ranking that we were talking about last week. Any updates on this? I mean, I put all of the notes from the GIVeconomy call in the issue.
I just is a ranking. I did a chat. I chat with top graph guys, the graph guys to investigate is it possible to get the update faster. They provide two options. One of them is we can change our subgraph to only save chains, and on every 5 minutes we just fetch the change to the balances. It's a great idea. And then also they offered a way to allow Giveth to have higher rate limit by adding Giveth as a source value in the queries. These two can address our concern regarding getting rate limit from subgraph. So if you want to have a faster rate change, we can go for it. Faster rank change.
So how fast is faster?
It can be every 5 minutes. It can be.
Okay.
But you know, I say every 5 minutes, but maybe we need a couple of minutes to fetch all the information and refresh the views and refresh the ranking. Maybe we rely on every 5 minutes updates. Every 5 minutes updates, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then the individual still sees that it changed right away.
Every 5 minutes. That was a front end hack. That if you want to someone donate, someone boost, and immediately see their change, it must be a front end hack.
And that's still part of the thing.
Yeah, I think we would have to build that as well.
Yeah, because again, it's not we have that.
Yeah. Yeah. Charek, is that possible? So when a user boosts a project, like they would see the project sort change immediately? before we get the information change from the subgraph?
You gonna change the sort of the projects page?
Yeah, we want the sorting of the projects to change faster. Like if somebody boosts a project with a lot of give, and like their rank, they have like way more give power now. We want that project to show up now as like the position number 3, or position number 2, or whatever, like higher in the order. And Amin is saying like we can. Oh, go ahead.
I should think about it, but I think it's not a clean way to make it, and maybe it's become buggy. But I should investigate on it, because the way that we get all of the projects sorted, and if we want to change the sort in the front end and also get projects from the back end, let me investigate it, because as I told, maybe it becomes buggy.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I tagged you in the issue here, and if you can just like think about it, and then like we can talk about it again next week. I think that's like, we're not going to want to, make it update. Griff is saying we won't. There's no point in making it update every 5 minutes unless we can have the individual see it happen now. So this is a requirement for all the other work we'd have to do on the subgraph, basically. So we'll leave it in your hands to think about it, Cherik, and then we can touch base next week. Great.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, cool. Yeah. So then I have here the taketh page. I'm not sure we really need to talk a lot about this, but I just wanted to, it's on here basically just because I wanted to make sure that we can have it like ready by Saturday. Is that the case?
Ramin implemented it, and we have it on the staging.
Oh, cool.
Let me send
So is it giveth.io or staging.giveth.io/taketh?
/landings/taketh.
Cool. Amazing. Oh, great. It's so funny. Okay, great. All right, thanks guys. That's great. All right, what else have we got here? Give by QF. Mitch added give power. So that's all I have on the development stuff, actually. Is there anything else GIVeconomy development related that I missed? Okay, good. Then if you're only here to talk about anything development, you're free to go. And we'll talk about Giveth Pro. Mitch, this is like a researchy discussion piece, right?
Yeah, this is not an April Fool's joke. This is something else.
Okay, guys. Can I leave because I should work on the cello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bugs in the front. Yeah,
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Have a good day.
So we had this idea, I think it was a long time ago, about requiring users to deposit Give to create a project on the platform. There's some obvious friction. It's like there's not really enough demand to require users to do this, but we're adding a lot of cool features. Like we're updating the single project screen to have all these wonderful things. And so thinking about what we were talking about revenue streams and creating Give utility from all of the wonderful revenue discussions and money discussions we've been having. But anyway, basically requiring users to deposit into our Give staking in order to unlock for them to have this new single project screen. So essentially creating a feature where projects can upgrade their project view by just depositing some Give into the contracts that we already have.
What I really like about this is that the projects that have already done it would automatically get the project page too, which is kind of nice, you know.
Yeah. And so then we keep it so that like people who don't, they get the basic view, and then people who do make the deposit, then we give them this like upgraded version.
That's cool.
And it can be very automated because they should just use their donation address, right? Whatever the donation address is on Gnosis.
Yeah, the recipient address.
Yeah.
Should we make like this also potential PFP token utility where like you have to either stake or have a PFP as your user profile or something like that?
Maybe I had some different ideas that I was working on, maybe with Mateo, around some extra PFP utility.
Okay.
But I just threw this out here because we wanted to push more utility for the Give token, especially, you know, talking about increasing its value, and that often just coalesces around increasing its utility. So
I like it. I think it's a good idea. I haven't gone deep lately into the updates to the project single page. Is it all this recent information still in the forum?
I don't think the latest views, like what Mo's been working on, but he demoed it a couple weeks ago on the dev call, and it looks pretty awesome.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Damn, we kind of do need developer opinions too. I mean, with that, like, it's like if stake and give, then this view. If not, blah blah blah. Like, because like they would also have to be staking give from their address that's owning the project.
The one that they usually get their Give donated to. Right? You know, people are donating Give to that recipient address, but they would need to be able to access it. You're right.
Yeah, because like, what if it's a multi-sig? I don't think multi-sigs. Well, I guess they can stake give, but
Do we wanna require a temporal window, or can they just stake and as soon as they unstake, they go back to the basic page?
There's probably some warnings we need to give them. Probably like a process so they understand like what's going on. Probably just like some extra front end. Because you know, if they unstake everything and they have a project that's upgraded, we should, hey, if you do this, you know.
Right, but my question was more on you need to stake for a minimum period of 3 months or several weeks. You cannot just stake, have it a couple of days, and then unstake. We don't want that.
Right, I get you. No, it's like that. It has to be in there forever. I think that would be the thing. And when they're done with their project, they just, you know, they withdraw their deposit and then they get all of it back anyway. But
okay.
Yeah. We can determine the price. We could say like a dollar value of Give, and we can update it monthly based on a 30-day average or something longer than that. I don't know. Different ways to think about it.
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. I do worry about all of the like nuanced layers of complication, just like on our DApp for people. It's like, oh, I only get this if this, and then but this if that. Like, okay, so I get this fancy thing if I have a PFP, but I get this fancy thing if I have Give staked, and it's like, I'm good. Me and Mitch are the only people who are going to remember all of this, and like, but for the average user, it's going to be really hard. I think it's a cool idea. I'm just like,
I think the
how can we
user
make it the
experience,
simplest?
the user experience needs to be solid. So when someone has a single page, we should be like hounding them. Well, we should tell them that they can upgrade. And you know, the other thing is a lot of projects just get Give donated to them anyway, right? So if they have, you know, that much Give, if they have enough Give to actually just get the project page, you just say, hey, stake your Give and upgrade your project. you know. I mean, we got to have some kind of nice user experience, user journey for this. That's all. But I don't think it is a bad thing to have this feature, you know, because it brings token utility. That should be like a top goal.
Yeah.
Can I just clarify? I'm feeling kind of stupid, but I'm just making sure I understand correctly. Like anyone can still create a project on the platform for free, but if they want, okay, this updated project page, it's optional. Yeah. Okay, to upgrade.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. So it's like you can create a project and have like what we have now without staking Give, but you can only upgrade to the better version of the project single page with the gallery and all these tabs and more functionality if you stake Give.
I mean, that doesn't seem too complicated from a user perspective because we're all used to paying for upgrades, right, on platforms. And so I think probably it's just about how it's communicated on the site, or, you know, once people like try to upgrade, then it's like very clear what they need to do and it says it right there, like stake your Give. But
and in this case, the upgrade pays you because they'll get staking rewards.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it green.
Adding to that, we could, I don't know, but another idea would be if you stake another chunk, you get 1 week. Your project gets highlighted on the webpage.
Oh yeah, the top 3 projects that stake the most highlight.
I don't know if you heard Grid. He said the top 3 projects that stake the most Give get the most highlights. I guess.
As long as it doesn't overlap with what we built with Give Power.
Give Power, yeah, and like we're curating campaigns as the comms team right now. Yeah. Okay, we only have 4 minutes left. I think this is a cool idea. I would love to talk about Passport for a second, if it's not like ending this too soon. Cool. So Amin got Passport to work, and I want to kind of move forward with integrating Passport, and just like want to talk to you, Amin, and like just get feedback from anybody else about like how to move forward with that. Should we just start building it? Like, what do you think, Amin?
I should play with the API with the sample source code that he gave me. He just shared it today with me, and I didn't find time today. I was busy with Solo. But if you, it's a good question. If it's a priority, I can go for it. Why not?
I think Cello's a higher priority.
Wait, what's the other priority?
Passport, playing with the API. Passport's a higher priority.
Cello supposed to have a call with canceled, so.
Well, Griff thinks
Cello is done. My part on Cello is done, so I can go for another thing.
What else is on your plate, Amin, that's competing for your time?
Studying a little for Zcash for tomorrow, and I have I should review on the Passport, and Cello is finished, and I think AI contest.
Well, that should
yeah.
be your top priority.
Well, if you take it.
No, well, the AI contest is supposed to be just one day you take off completely. So
yeah,
pick that day whenever. But I think Passport, it sounds like it can be. I think you could. I mean.
Yeah, Passport is the best. Yeah,
Passport
I will go
and
for
then
it.
Zcash can be after. Yeah.
Zcash we can talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, Griff is saying Zcash we can talk about tomorrow, but Amin likes to.
He doesn't need.
Griff says you don't need to do homework.
Okay. Okay, thank
I
you.
love that you do your homework, Amin, though. It's so valuable.
Zcash, there's nothing, we don't have MetaMask support or anything, so we'll just talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Amazing. Okay, look into it, Amin, and then you tell me where I need to start pushing then, because I think probably next is like I'm going to need to check in with design and see what their priorities are, and then figure things out so that we can make it look pretty, and I don't know what the next things are. But so I'll let you look at it, and then you tell me how I can make it happen next, or what you learn.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing. Okay, 1 minute left. Anything else? We have GiveFi and NFT and integration on the agenda, but I'm sure we need to talk about them. Nope. Okay. Well, just turn our cameras on and eye gaze. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You can have a minute back in your life. Okay,
Thanks
bye
for
everyone. Thank